Dreamcast guy, I think it's about time you get this arrest, man. Even your own comment section is calling you out for this. Like this is too much, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand that you don't like Xbox, but come on, bro. The only person freaking out over this is you. Like, I don't understand how you could do this time and time again, talking about Xbox, bro. Look at this for a PlayStation fan. I mean, come on, man. The gig is up. We've already took notice, man. It's crazy. About 99% of his comment section is talking about how this dude's talking about Xbox, man. Yo, nobody takes this dude seriously anymore, man. Look at this. Hey, yo, look at this, man. Unbelievable, bro. It just keeps going on. Look. This is too funny, man. I told you, man. Ever since I started doing videos like this, I knew the community was going to wake up to this man's behavior, man. And it's nice to see the results, bro. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one calling this man out on his behavior.
Announced that Call of Duty is coming to Xbox Game Pass.
Yes.
And while people are...
Now, why would people in the Xbox or the Xbox community be freaking out about this unless you're like a PlayStation fanboy and are upset at the fact that you have to buy the game while they can play it through their subscription service? What is the problem with this, man? It's so funny that you're taking something that is beneficial to people that play on PC as well as Xbox and trying to make it seem like as if it's a bad thing. Shouldn't you be happy? Don't you people have access to this game on your PS4 and PS5 and yet you people are still angry?
Extremely excited.
Oh.
I think this comes with some goods and some bads. I want to discuss why this is such an interesting experiment that could lead to the death.
How could you even call this an experiment when Microsoft has been doing this for all the games that they own? Like, what's crazy, bro? Like I've told you, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Nobody buys games anymore, man. It is what it is. Well, people buy Call of Duty, and if Microsoft does it, that means people don't have to buy it on that. So, and that's why you PlayStation dummies come in. You guys can pay for the game while PC gamers and Xbox gamers get the opportunity of playing it through a subscription service that they more likely own. And you're mad at the fact that you're not getting any benefits out of this situation?
Of Xbox. Oh, let's discuss. Hi, I hope you're having a great day. If you could, give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
It's official.
Now let's start with the extreme positive of this. For the last couple of years, it feels like Microsoft...
Like, this is what you people wanted, and now, since it's happened, now we got a problem with this, man. It's like I told you guys before, Xbox, like, Sony can't do no wrong. Everything Microsoft does is wrong. And this is why Phil Spencer told you guys, it doesn't matter. You think these people are going to go out there and buy an Xbox? Because at the end of the day, even though they say Xbox has no games, guess what? This is another Microsoft-owned game that's going to be dropping on your platform. What is Sony doing to, compensate for that? Are they going to drop their own kills? Oh, maybe Haze, maybe Warhawk? No, because there's no game in comparison that Sony can come out with, SOCOM or even MAG, that could compete with the gratitude of Call of Duty. And you PlayStation fanboys know that. And you know you guys are going to be buying this game on PS4 and PS5.
Is kind of afraid to brag. Like...
What is there to brag about, man? You do understand that the people that brag about things normally don't have anything? You do know that, right? Because if you have everything you want, there's no reason to brag. It's just like, oh, I have it already. Why would you brag about something if you already have access to it?
Consider it. Nintendo will talk about their games selling tens of millions of copies. Okay. Of course, we see stuff like Sony really loves to do a victory lap and talk about the fact that they have...
Yeah, and that's the problem. Sony keeps talking about things that they're doing, and guess what? They're not doing anything.
Million PS5 sold. Yeah. But Microsoft, even when they do release a good game or do something actually cool like Hi-Fi Rush, they don't take the time to actually flex.
Who cares, bro? All this flexing that you people doing, man, is stupid. Because at the end of the day, where did this flexing get PlayStation fanboys with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Forspoken? All that marketing that Sony did for those games. And people still didn't care about them. And, like, who cares, bro? Like, you guys want Microsoft to come out there and be like, look at what we got? Nobody cares. At the end of the day, bro, people are out here enjoying video gaming while you people are trying to suck the fun out of it. Come on, man. At this point, just admit that you're an angry PlayStation fanboy and you're upset at the fact that you are paying for the game as well as the PlayStation subscription service when people on Xbox or PC already have the subscription service and now already have access to a brand new Call of Duty game.
To me is maybe one of the biggest Xbox flexes I've ever seen, because they're announcing that the next Call of Duty is going to be on Game Pass before we've even actually seen it. Like, we haven't even actually seen gameplay or multiplayer or anything. And to me, that's kind of interesting. And if you look at the replies, a lot of people are kind of reflecting back
this people are happy.
Confidence. Game Pass subscriptions are about to skyrocket. Xbox continues to be the best.
So you're mad at the fact that people are happy about this?
For me, huge W.
This is all this is, man. This is all this is.
If you scroll down here, a lot of people are like, hey, great win for those who play COD. Some people are like, oh, this sucks. This isn't going to be good.
Yeah, that's a person like you.
Even if you don't particularly like Call of Duty, I definitely think there's been more bad Call of Duties than good.
And they're going to be even more bad ones since Microsoft now owns the acquisition. Let's not forget, guys, when this game comes out, he's going to give the game a 4 out of 10.
Call of Duties, but undeniably, this is a completely massive W. This is a billion-dollar franchise.
So if it's a massive W, then why are you saying that Microsoft at Xbox is freaking out over this? To be honest, the only people freaking out about this is the gamers and the fanboys.
Last couple of years, we have seen Microsoft making just crazy amounts of acquisitions. Not just stuff like Blizzard, Activision.
Like, aren't you a PlayStation fanboy? Like, can we talk about PlayStation for once, man? Like, before you people say, oh, Gamester, you're an Xbox fan, when do you ever see me drop Xbox-related content? The only time I even decide to even bring up Xbox or PlayStation is when you people keep bringing it up. If you people would stop talking for no more than 2 days, guess what? There'd be no video. But I mean, at this point, all you guys are doing is bringing me unlimited content. Because at this point, you have to be the biggest PlayStation fanboy in this community to try to find some flaws as to what's going on here with Microsoft.
Not just stuff like Bethesda. It's also about those smaller deals. Stuff like building up Lionhead before they shut it down. And then, of course, doing things...
And guess what? And Fable still exists. Because at the end of the day, Microsoft might have shut that studio down, but they moved some of the employees from that company to work under different entities. See, that's what you people don't understand. Sony completely shut down their studios. They did. Microsoft, they just relocate a lot of their employees to other departments of their company. That's why Fable still exists, you big dummy.
Like constructing 343 Industries to build out the future.
Exactly. So they didn't have Bungie, so they made 343 Studios in favor of. You see how I just brought up that point, and there you go. Okay.
Halo, or even things like buying Double Fine. Clearly, the point is to bolster the ability of Xbox Game Pass to make money. Now, I have seen some journalists chiming in.
Oh, here we go at Wario64. Here we go.
To get people to not just sign up for Game Pass, but those who have yet to start this generation.
No,
the raw numbers.
It's not about that. At the end of the day, Microsoft is giving their consumers, the ones that support their ecosystem, the benefit of the doubt. No different than timed exclusivity on PlayStation. Remember when y'all say, well, on PlayStation 5, we get access to Last of Us Remake first, but then they're going to port the game to PS5. This is the same type of thing we got going on here. Yes, Call of Duty probably will be put on both platforms, but at the end of the day, Microsoft gamers will have the benefit of playing it through a subscription service. This is why I tried to tell you, this is not a console war. This is a subscription war. This is what Microsoft is trying to show you. But every time I bring this point up, all you guys want to keep saying, console sales, console sales, console sales. You keep bragging about 55 million console sales, but ain't none of those people went out there and picked up Forspoken, Rebirth, and Final Fantasy 16. Like, I mean, at this point, what is the point of having console sales if you people ain't even buying the exclusive games like you guys promised?
Actually been kind of shocking, but there has been a lot of reports that
bragging about Stellar Blaze selling 1 million copies on PS5 when we should be talking about the game selling 7 to 8 million. Now, at that point, then I'll be like, oh, PS5 gamers buy a PS5 to play their games. I want to see some Nintendo numbers, but we don't get that from PlayStation because we already know you guys are going to be jumping on this bandwagon playing this Call of Duty Black Ops 6, man, no matter how much you hate it.
Like, 50 million people are still gaming on their PlayStation 4s.
I think there's actually more. I think there's actually more people gaming on PS4.
This is coming to play.
There's more people gaming on PS4 than there are on PS5.
PlayStation 4. There's already been some leaks that is coming to PS4, PS5,
and there's a reason for that.
And Xbox. So it sounds like they could actually get some people to go straight from PlayStation 4 to Xbox. At least that seems like kind of the idea.
That's not going to happen. And I'm going to explain as to why. Because the PS5 is backwards compatibility. So those PS4 games, more than likely, they're going to upgrade to the PS5. But that is a fair gesture because, like you said, that might be it too. It wouldn't surprise me if Microsoft is trying to do that as well. But at the end of the day, they're getting their money regardless. Regardless of how much you ponies say. Remember, Xbox gamers don't buy games. We play stuff through Game Pass. Microsoft's getting money from them. You guys are the ones that buy the games. So, okay. So, like I've said, Sony's day only makes Microsoft's payday.
Get behind this. Now, let's talk math. So, Xbox internally, during this big court case they had, they talked a lot about how they're going to make their money back. If you're purchasing a company like Activision for $70 billion, how do you even regrow that amount of lost
What do you people don't even understand? We've already seen he's being a fanboy because Microsoft, after acquiring Activision, there's even an article saying that they made the money back the same day. See, that's what you see. But you can't argue, you cannot reason with these fanboys, man, because at the end of the day, Microsoft ain't selling hardware.
And it turns out they did.
And the funny thing is, you guys are acting like they paid $69 billion for Call of Duty. They have other games there too as well.
Just talk the math. They talked about how much they would need to make per year. So it sounds like what they need is at least 2.5 million subs for this to make sense. Optimally, about 4.7 in a perfect world.
Microsoft has even more than that. Hold on, what? Xbox needs, look, you PlayStation fanboys, just expose yourself. It needs at least 2.5 million subs for this to make sense. Microsoft has at least close to 30 million. At least, if we're just talking about Xbox Series, close to 30 million subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate. So your argument is null and void. Look, 4.7 to 5, we already know that. That's far, Microsoft Game Pass has far surpassed that. 11 million to fully recover potential. Microsoft already made the money back with interest. According to what this is saying about subscriptions, right? Look, says it right there. Watch you guys find something to flip it. All you PlayStation fanboys do is keep changing the narrative, man. At this point, it's quite laughable.
Million to fully recover the lost sales in the first month. So essentially, every subscription to Game Pass is like $10-12 a month. So that means that they're...
How are you going to sit there and say it's $10-12 a month when Game Pass Ultimate is... Guys, come on, man. Come on. It's $18.
They're going to get... This is like if they want to get $25 million. So essentially, if they want that back, they have to try and find a way to get to 11 million subscribers in the first month. Obviously, that's...
No, they don't, because they already have people that have already subscribed. All they have to do is worry about catering to the audience that's already subscribed to their games, as well as you people, paying for the rest of these Xbox games now. I mean, everything's all good.
Not going to happen. Xbox Game Pass has been stagnating. This isn't some weird business insult. Microsoft has talked about the fact that they just can't get people to sign up for the service, which is why they keep doing those.
That's not necessarily true.
This does just come down to trying to make the most money back in the shortest amount possible to keep Microsoft from probably shutting down Xbox. And a lot of people are saying...
that's all you people want, man. You guys do understand if Microsoft go under, who's going to run your own subscription service on PlayStation?
There's no way they're going to achieve that. There is no way this is going to lead to more Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. I'm a big believer in the fact that Game Pass doesn't suck, but it also feels kind of irrelevant. I mean, you can play games on
PC. Really? It does, even though you PlayStation ponies keep bringing it up.
See, you can play games on your Steam Deck, you can play games on your PS5 or your Nintendo Switch, but like Xbox Game Pass, the original advertisements of it made it seem like we were going to be getting Xbox exclusive games.
Yeah, you're getting exclusive access to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 through the subscription service without having to pay for it. That's an exclusive feature. I mean, you guys want to talk about exclusives. That is an exclusive feature that Xbox gamers can utilize. People that have already been paying for the service can now have access to the newest Call of Duty game. How is that not a benefit? Can you PlayStation gamers play it through Game Pass? No, you have to buy it for full price. And as well as pay for PlayStation Premium or Plus or whatever you got.
Stuff that you couldn't get anywhere else, like Starfield and Hellblade and Minecraft or whatever, and they would be best on Xbox. And I guess that just doesn't feel true. I mean, even when those games are half decent, they don't feel like they're worth that $10 a month subscription.
Oh, really? You're going to sit there and say that paying $18 a month is not worth being able to play the new Call of Duty or the new Hellblade at launch, but paying $70 for a game like Rebirth just for the game to flop is worth it? Like, let's be honest here, bro. You guys are sitting there and getting upset at the fact that Microsoft created a system where it's beneficial to them as well as the gamers that are locked into it. Bro, you stop the cap, bro. I'm not even subscribed to Game Pass because I personally don't care, but this is another... I've had one guy tell me, hey, you know, I share Game Pass with my kid and we have access to get... Like, and this is what you people are arguing with, man? The value... I really don't understand, man, because I personally wish we had things like this during the 360 and PS3, especially with all the games they had back then. Game Pass would have been one of the best cool features if the 360 ever had something like this.
Now, here's the one entry that I found the most fascinating. Matt Piscatella is an industry analyst, which means that
you must have went to dinner with him.
Yeah, a guy who's kind of paid to make educated guesses.
Here we go. Here we go with the educated guesses.
Sometimes are very uneducated. No offense to Matt Piscatella, but if we're being very honest, the man has been wrong a lot. Now,
and you have been wrong at least 99%, I would say 100% of the time in regards to me.
Totally fair. It is pretty obvious that Matt Piscatella, for all of his good industry analysis stuff, he's also made some incredibly dumb guesses. At one point,
like you made a dumb guess that Resident Evil Remake would be a thing, which I'm still telling people it is, even though you double guessed yourself because of another insider leak. Resident Evil 1 Remake is in development. But it's so funny that you made a whole video talking about it just to go back on your word with the second one. I didn't go back on my word. You did. Now, if it doesn't happen, people say, well, it never happened. But see, the funny thing is you went to, oh, well, that Resident Evil Remake ain't going to happen. This one seems more legitimate with this leak. So I'm going to go with this one to save my own behind. That's what you did. You didn't stay on your own 2 feet, bro. Like, matter of fact, people lose more respect for that. At least with me, I stay strong in what I say. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. People can hold that against me. But you didn't want to take the accountability in case you was wrong. That's what you're doing. And I don't think most people like that.
Predicted that by the year 2025, there could be as many as 100 million people signed up for Xbox Game Pass. I mean, sometimes his speculations are drastically incomplete.
Yeah, man, yours is drastically biased.
I promise. I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just saying that some of his guesses, you're trying to predict the future. You don't know where things are going to go. But he did say this. The biggest card that can be...
I don't care no more, man. At the end of the day, bro, your whole community is roasting you, bro. None of the people that watch your channel take you seriously, bro. Nobody in this gaming realm takes you seriously, bro. At this point, this is a parody channel, bro. Like, I literally make these videos so I can rewatch them and laugh, bro. My friends be just laughing at these. Like, that's all we do, man. I make these videos so we all can laugh, man. Everybody's like, yo, let me go get my popcorn. And that's what we do, man. We just be laughing at this because, to be honest with you, I've had people tell me that, hey, thank you, Gamester. You make a Dreamcast guy video so tolerable with the way you address these problems. And I appreciate you guys, man. But this has got to stop, man. And we already know it ain't, man. We already know it ain't. So, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.